Radio. Atlanta's music leader.
Streaming live from Atlanta to a global audience on your favorite device. From Source of Wellness Media, we are 106inspiration.com.
Get focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, right? Get focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, right? Get focused, get noticed, move forward,
you can see. Watch where she take them, full of inspiration, get your daily motivation.
Get focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, right? Get focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, right? Get focused, get noticed, move forward,
you can see. Watch where she take them, full of inspiration, get your daily motivation.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Robin Shockley, with Focus Forward with Robin on the go. You never know where I'm going to be. I'm right here back in the studio of Atlanta at 106liveradio.com, and I am so excited today because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been able to be live in the studio. So many things have been going on, and I want to tell you what's happening right now. We have so many things going on with Focus Forward, Robin, between traveling with Mr. Big South Music Management Team and Caroline Two-Time Shine to hosting events in the community. We'll be talking about that shortly as well. And then also just living life. You know, my son's getting married, guys, next weekend, y'all. I'm so excited. Shout out to Tyler Shockley and Lena Fender, who will now be Miss Lena Shockley. And I'm excited because I get to go on a trip to Charleston because that is where they're getting married. And I'm so excited. So with personal life going on and business life going on, I just don't have much time, you know, to be still. But you know what? I wouldn't change it for anything because I love what I do. I love out here serving the community and being a person of impact and influence. And I would like to say with 106 Live Radio, if you are out in the community and you're making a positive impact and you would like us to come out and represent you, all you have to do is reach out to me at robin@robinshockley.com or contact the radio station at 404-464-8785. We would love to come showcase your event for you. We would love to come out and talk about what's happening in the community because that's what we're here to do. Where diversity meets excitement 24/7. 24/7, guys. This radio station is so awesome because we cover all walks of life. It's from gospel to hip hop to R&B to rap to country, everything. Coaching, being a leader in the community, so many talk shows that are on this station. You want to tune in. And if you would like to have your own show, like Focus Forward, Robin, and you would like to know more information, make sure you reach out to Tanasha and Jason Gray here at 106liveradio.com because they would love to give you information. Actually, I will go ahead and put a plug in. They're going to be at my event coming up on May 27th, yours truly's birthday. It's a big event that's going on with Michael A. Embry. He is a celebrity boxer ambassador and also a music and movie producer. Well, promoter, actually, not producer, a promoter. And we are joining forces together and we are celebrating small businesses and we're giving awards out. And also my magazine, the Swift magazine, which is Single Women in Focus Today. We are actually going to be recognizing my leaders that are a part of this magazine that are my writers. So, but Tanasha and Jason are going to be representing 106 Live Radio and they're my big sponsors that are going to be in the room. And I'm so excited. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to come and meet them at the Bella Vista Venue Hall. So I am so excited. We got some great guests that are going to be on our show today. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so at this time, we are going to go ahead and talk to them or take a brief break. Brief break, I think, is what we're going to do. All right. We'll be right back. And then I'm going to introduce you who my special guests are.
106liveradio.com. Call us now
at 404-464-8785.
Who is ready to be in the 106 Live Radio studio with your girl, Robin Shockley, who's on fire with interviews in the community? Tune in to Focus Forward with Robin Shockley, broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia, on the first and third Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. here on 106liveradio.com. Robin Shockley is on all social media platforms. Reach out to her at booking@robinshockley.com. If you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area or would like to join her virtually, connect with her. Connect with her now to lock in your interview dates. Now I present to you Robin Shockley.
Hey guys, welcome back. I am so excited. Y'all, I got so excited about being on the radio show again today. Y'all know I'm very transparent, and I'm just like, am I just going to go ahead and jump in? But I didn't want to do that yet because I want to really do a special moment to introduce my guest today. I have two people. They coming all the way from North Carolina, two different locations in North Carolina. And what is so interesting about these guests today, they really are special because they're two different cultures that are represented, and they're doing different things in the community of music. But first, I'm going to introduce you to my first guest that's on here is Miss Charlene Snipes. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me. It's an honor. Thank you.
Yes. What is so exciting, Charlene, is that you have a situation in your life that you are an overcomer.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You had a situation before you got into the career business of entrepreneurship and being in the music industry and stuff. You had to deal with some things in your life. Tell us a little bit about this heart situation that you had.
Ooh, I was born with a very rare heart disease called tetralogy of flow. So basically, my heart worked completely backwards, where the good blood didn't go where it needed. The bad blood went where it wasn't supposed to. Like I said, 4 open heart surgeries. This August will be 15 years since I've had my 4th open heart surgery.
Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's very well of an accomplishment because you definitely are not just a survivor, she is a thriver. So, and with me saying that, I met Charlene. Let's give kudos to Jeff Smith, actor Jeff Smith. We met through Jeff Smith, and she was very persistent to contact me and get in touch with me and tell me that she wanted to be supportive with me and what I'm doing. And we became friends. And I said, well, girl, you know what? I'm all about support. So if you're going to support me, I'm definitely going to support you even more. So what we're doing is we've done some things where she's come and supported my client and everything. And we've got one of her clients is in the room today also, Mr. T-Cap. How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Good. So I want you to say one thing about Charlene, because Charlene, and then we're going to get into both of y'all's stories, but she didn't know I was going to do this. I want you to say one thing positive about Miss Charlene.
I mean, the thing that's positive is that she's a fighter. Like, she's a fighter, and like, if she believes in something or someone, she's going to push for it. And then, like, she's like solid. I like that people like to use the word loyal, but loyal is, a lot comes with that, but like solid. I love the word solid.
I love
because
that.
Like if she has your back and if she's in your corner, she's 100% with you.
That's powerful.
So,
solid.
Yeah, definitely. Solid
That's
as a rock.
Solid
as a rock. I knew where you was going with it.
Yes,
I knew where you was going. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Charlene, I know that makes you feel very special because, coming from a different culture and getting in this industry of the entertainment industry and now working into the music industry, I want to know how all this started when you started getting into entertainment.
I thank you, T-Cap, for your kind words. I love them. Thank you so much. I got into the entertainment as a BG actor. Then I ended up getting into a feature role and a reoccurring role. And then the pandemic, of course, happened. So So I seen a lot of stuff that I didn't agree with. There are some agents out there, some managers out there that would say, "Hey, pay me this amount of money, and I'll be your agent or your manager." And guess what, guys? Don't ever pay someone unless it's for services like your headshot, classes, workshops. That's it. Okay. So basically, that's the reason why I started my business. But I'm still, still an active actress. So I got into. I love music, and I love R&B, and I love hip hop. So I took a turn to music.
Okay.
And then TCAP reached out to me.
Okay.
We stayed in contact.
I love it because I understand. We'll talk about TCAP's story in a minute about how you guys met. But I want to go back to this, that Charlene, at age 34, it says on your bio that you were the oldest survivor with your own heart. That most people with this type of condition don't live past their teens, or they require a heart transplant. So what does that mean with your own heart? You're a heart survivor because of the surgeries?
So basically, I still have the heart that I was born with.
Okay.
And what tetralogy of flow is it's rare. I'm one of the oldest living. I'm currently 44, but hey, I'm still going. And most people, if you're born, you can only be born with tetralogy of flow. You cannot develop that later in life.
Okay.
That I do know. Okay. So basically, nobody's guaranteed a tomorrow, but if you're born with this, their expectancy is 1920. Here I am, 44. Wow. I'm going.
Well, you surely are going. Let's just talk about it a minute, because you are a go-getter. You're like me. You're out there, a woman boss who is a hustler and out here making impact and trying to make connections. And she's always willing to learn. She's always, one of my slogans is get yourself in the room and let the room work for you. And that's one of the things that Charlene has done. She has got herself in rooms and make it work for her. And with that being said, Charlene, you took a turn to get into music. Why did you accept TCAP's offer to you to manage him?
I have faith, and I believe in TCAP. I love him as a guy. He's a great guy. He's a great artist. He's a great father. I've loved his personality since the day I met him.
Oh,
I appreciate that. I'm about to make me blush a little bit.
We're just exchanging. I think that's so precious. It's so cool. So, let's talk about who this man TCAP is. I want to know what TCAP stands for.
All right, so it was my birth given initials. That's my initials. I got 3 names and a last name.
Okay.
So it comes out to be TCAP. So like when I was younger, I ended up having to wear an eye patch for a little while.
Okay.
So I was like, people like sit there, oh, pirate, you like a pirate. So I took it in, the captain. So I took it, I flipped it. Later on in life, I just used it.
Okay.
I used it, turned it into my logo, and I said my name, my initials TCAP, so it's gonna stand for the captain.
Okay. So you told me you've been in this music industry and you've been, you rap. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You rap. So for those viewers that are tuning in, because I have followers that follow from all different walks of life, and so, but some of my followers, they just think, they get the image of what rap means. They think rap is just like, it's words you can't understand. It talks too fast and it's just, it don't make no sense. Tell me what rap means to you and give a better understanding for people in other cultures outside. Because we know that, your culture gets it. Right. And the older generation and even the younger generation, but we got other cultures from all over the world that's watching this broadcast. So tell us what rap means to you.
All right, rap is a complete escape and an expression of yourself in art. Like it's the getaway. Okay. Like for a lot of people, I mean, you had like your first rappers and things, they never had been outside their neighborhoods.
Okay.
So what it was is like they were painting pictures of their own neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. And somehow rap came back to save them, to help them travel the world.
Wow.
So it's just like, to be trapped off, a lot of people are like trapped off. That was their only way to express themselves.
Okay.
It was the only like form of freedom of speech that they actually had.
Wow.
So it's just an expression of yourself. I mean, it's like anything like art when you're taking and you're and you're drawing a picture or painting or something like that, it's the same thing, but you're doing it with words.
And I love the fact that you said it's an expression of yourself, just like with country music. I
It's the
mean, people
exact same thing.
you know,
Music.
it's just a preference, it's a style,
Right.
And you were saying that the way you were brought up was in the, I think you said like the 90s.
They call it the golden era. Like there's no shade on any other era. Like it came out, rap officially, I want to say hit the scene around 88.
Yeah.
That was when it officially
and we
got
were talking,
turned and coined.
we had lunch and we were talking about Public Enemy. I had an interview with Professor Griff down here at the Apex a few years ago when he was out here talking about the history and the culture, and that was one of the things we talked about. So he was during that era.
Yeah, he was on that area. Public Enemy, Chuck D, Flavor Flav. Everybody know him from the Flavor of Love, which is weird now because we knew him as Flavor Flav with the big clock and doing his thing, and and of course Professor Griff. So when it comes to things like that, like those guys, they were on the opposite side of someone like NWA. You had NWA that was in California, but when you was in New York, you were listening to Public Enemy. So it was just like, it's just different. It's different areas. And like you said, I mean, even though it's one culture, there's so many different aspects of it. So it's almost like if I go to California, it's a whole nother culture of rap. Like, if it, as it is in New York, and then down south has their own culture of rap as well. So
I've learned that because I've been to Hollywood, New York, Chicago, New York. Ooh, they go ahead.
Oh yeah.
But I've been around all these places, so I've gotten the exposure, and I was talking to your nephew at lunch, and it was so cute because I said, yeah, I'm not a lot familiar with the rap, but I know a little bit. He's I can tell.
yeah. He called you out. Shout out LT up speed.
Yeah. And so
the youngsters.
He's one of the younger generations.
Yeah,
it was so cute because he's like, I could tell. But you know what the thing is? This is why I love being here at 106 Live Radio, is because it is about diversity.
Yes.
It is about opening up and connecting with other people and understanding the cultures. I don't understand it completely all the way, but I want to know the why. I want to know why you do what you do. And you did a great explanation, of speaking on it, because it's an expression of how you feel. And if there's anybody during the broadcast, if you have any questions for either Charlene or TCAP or myself, and you want to call in, you can call us in at 404-464-8785. Or if you just want to call in and say hey to one of them and say that you're proud of them. But TCAP, another thing is, you have children.
Yes,
you do. How many children you have?
Oh man, should I say this on the air?
Oh,
I definitely.
We're open here, guys. We're open here.
I definitely populated. I did. What was it? Being fruitful and having plenty. I believe in that passage right there. What I did. I mean, I have 6. I have 6 kids.
6 kids.
Yes,
really?
4 that live home with me. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a single father. Shout out to all the single mothers out there. I'm like, Tupac. He said it. Keep your head up and all that right there. I feel him. So like, it's a hard job. That's my biggest job right there. It's the most important job I can have.
What kind of legacy are you wanting to make an impact with your music for your children to follow? Because I met a guy recently, and he's a rapper. And shout out to Granddaddy Logan. Anyway, and he's a rapper, and he's got a young son that's rising up to be a rapper as well. And so I'm just curious, what kind of legacy are you wanting to leave your are you wanting to get into to help, opening the door for them to rap? I know you work with your nephew, but are you want that for your children too?
I mean, if they choose. So what I've done with my nephew, he was pretty much like my first son. Okay, he's the oldest, like, of me and my brother's kids, and my daughter is right up under him. But with my nephew LT, it's like I'm just through music, I'm teaching him, like, look, man, this is what I stand on as a man. These are my principles. This is life. I take him on the road with me. That's why he was with me now. And I do songs with him. I said, you're my exit plan. You're my strategy out. I want to manage. I want to be able to sit back and make sure you do well. Yeah. So my son, the same way my nephew LT look up to me, my son looks up to him.
Oh, wow.
So the fact that he looks up to him like that, I want to leave it in LT hands, and hopefully he guide him as well as I can guide him.
I love it. Well, this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. But right now, we're going to listen to some Mr. T-Cap's music, all right? And get a feel of it. And we'll be right back with the Focus Forward Robin Show. Now, stay tuned.
The poison they spitting, yeah, rise to the ceiling and fast like gas. All through the building, let them have it, bring habit like I'm part of the mob. Pistols popping, going robbing like it's part of my job. They say you either have hard or you starve. So I'ma go Demi with the semi like I'm part of a god. Try not to use my bars to target the stars, but I knock your lights out, regardless of your charge. See, I'm rough as hell, hard to massage. My life was tough as hell, but my heart was enlarged. Don't get it twisted, still smoking like a cardinal Mars. Bottom line, you should've started my squad. Now enough with a punchline. I jump on the front line with a pump for anybody that want mine. You got one time for the gun shine, then it's over for my gun to overload. It'll overdose and leave you a Holy Ghost, holy smoke. Summers raw as coke, and I'm ready for war. Just thought you should know, so let's go. Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin'.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Join us on the Tanasha Gray Show for Woman Empowerment with Dr. Trisella Hicklin. Tune in on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a special broadcast happening on April 14th, 21st, and 28th on 106liveradio.com.
Uncle Freddie, back again, man.
Join Prophetess Sophia Ruffin and Prophetess Tish Shearer, sponsor of the Bridge Club crew, for the Prisoner of War in the Mind Conference at the Renaissance Concourse Atlanta Airport Hotel on June 2nd to June 4th. Are you ready for nights of networking, healing, and deliverance? Well, this is an event you don't want to miss. Call into the Bridge Club crew any Thursday from now to June 1st and be the 6th caller for your chance to win one of 2 free tickets to the event. The Prisoner of War in the Mind Conference. For more information and for ticket prices, visit powinthemind.eventbrite.com.
So my team's got all of my needs. He supplies everything.
Do you need a written game plan for your marriage? Here, you will be empowered to shed some of the heavy weight from the past. These practical tools can be implemented today. Start pursuing intimacy, effective communication, and be the interdependent mate you were designed to be. Are you ready to be vulnerable and transparent with your spouse? You will be challenged to take your relationship into the next dimension of perpetual growth. Check out Mr. and Mrs. Epic Journal, After I Say I Do, written by Doctors Jason and Tanasha Gray. Focus Forward with Robin Shockley in collaboration with the Rising Star Talent Group presents the Unity Networking Night on May 27th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Bella Vista Venue Hall in Welford, South Carolina. Come expecting entertainment, dinner, the Swift Magazine launch, along with the Professional Maximizer Award ceremony and more. This is a night to connect and network with industry professionals and vendors. Talent from all over will be in attendance. For more information, contact 757-218-4951 or 864-313-4964. See you there.
Do you have a business that you'd like to promote? Or maybe you just want to sponsor the show and keep the good vibes going. If you would like to, the information is up on the screen. You can find us at www.106liveradio.com or you can give us a call, 404-689-5483.
106liveradio.com. Call us now at 404-464-8785.
Yeah. Legends never die. Long live Graves. LT, you know we're gonna keep it up to speed. Carolina, everything. It's the captain. Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said it's been a little while. I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to rep to. But now I'm back here, yeah, for your rescue. From dudes couldn't be my son, not even my nephew. Cause my IQ way above these dudes. And no, I don't love these fools. Cut it all on the song, talking about what a thug would do. What work your mug into is what a slug would do. Plus a razor, I make your face bubble too. So you best to know that before you get the yapping off and pissing the captain off. Cause I get the clapping off. No matter how I'm coming, I'm never rapping soft. I don't care if I'm talking about shopping with chicks, going to the mall, copping kicks. I still stood on the block with Nicks. Took those blocks and spit, no matter who I'm against.
I love that T-Cap.
Thank you.
That's your music, dude.
That's my music. Thank you.
Yes. So when did that music come out?
April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Thanks to Miss Charlene. Miss Charlene getting me a distribution deal.
Okay. All right. Tell us about that.
I'm gonna let her take the floor on that one. This is all her work.
Woo! Okay. I like the guys up in Detroit and Chicago. They are the A&Rs through the Sony Orchard Enterprises, Low Vision and Sin Crawford. Shout out to you guys, love you. But they are out of nowhere, family and friends entertainment.
Okay, I love it. Always be willing to give a shout out. If you're making collaboration with somebody, always. If y'all notice me, I'm always putting people's names out there, and talking about things that are going on. So we brought somebody else in just to, sit in here. So tell us who this gentleman is again. The one we've been talking about. Tell us who he is.
This whole time. All right. So the funny story is, I had stepped away from music. I moved back to North Carolina from here, Georgia, after 13 years. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna start my own thing. I learned enough from the artist side. Let me go behind the scenes. So I started my own Carolina Everything Entertainment Company. My nephew's still in high school. He's 16 years old at the time. So I was like, if you want to take it serious, you graduate. I said, once you graduate, we'll hit the road. We'll do whatever we got to do, but you need to graduate. So he graduated, English honors and everything. Okay. So once he graduated, I started managing him, and it's LT up to speed. And everything is up to speed, and that's my legacy. That's the first part of my legacy. Hopefully he'll carry it on once I pass this torch officially.
This is what's so amazing, guys. I'm always saying, impacting one generation to another by positive seeds you sow today. What you're doing, T-Cap, is you are impacting the next generation with positive seeds. Positive seeds in this particular scenario is that you are pouring into him your knowledge and your wisdom to help train him the proper way on how to become a successful rapper. He's wanting to be a rapper in a dream. And so what you're doing is you're helping elevate him to that level. But you had to get help too to do that. So I'm noticing on here that you've done some community service stuff. It looks like. Tell us a little bit about your history with your music.
My history with music, right as I was stepping out of being an artist, I ended up getting into a DJ coalition. Okay. So I ended up taking the seat almost as A&R, so to speak, for the CX1 DJs, DJ Butter Rock, and Punkerfoot, everybody know her. But what I ended up doing, we ended up doing events, and we ended up doing showcases and actual holding like classes and teaching people about the music business. As I was learning, I was teaching people up under me about the music business and how to properly register the music, the copyrights, publishing and things like that. So I've done numerous of shows. Of shows and putting on the events myself and just helping artists.
So have you come across any obstacles along the way with the a lot of people look at things as a competition, and really you're just looking to collaborate. I love what you said. You said you were learning as you were teaching.
I was learning as I was teaching.
And that takes a lot for somebody to admit that is a humble person. And I can tell you're a very humble person, because I've done that in my journey. That's what I always say. That's what I was telling your nephew at lunch. And I had said, I'm proud of my age, because I know what age I was when I was doing this. And then I got to this level and I was doing it at this age, and so I'm proud of that. So I'm willing to grow and to learn, and I want to collaborate with other people. But did you run in any obstacles where
I've ran into so many obstacles to like getting just phrases, songs, the name TCAP. The name TCAP, I couldn't copyright that. I could only copyright TCAP Entertainment. I could not copyright the name TCAP because To Catch a Predator came out. After that, I've ran into maybe 3 other rappers that use the name TCAP. If you Google it right now, 3 other rappers will pop up.
Wow.
So it's just like, all right, I lost out on that, like getting ahead of that curve. So what I ended up doing, I ended up putting 100 behind my name. I had to do something to be like, all right, I'm the number one. I'm 100. I was the first person. These are like my birth given initials. So the 100, what I ended up doing, I set myself in my own SEO, search engine optimization.
Okay.
I did that myself because I was like, all right, I'm gonna set myself apart. And that's what this whole song is about. I had to set myself apart from people that was just like taking. That was taking. So in the song Piracy, as she heard, you can't outpower the pirate.
Yeah.
You can't outpower the pirate, man.
Yeah.
I learned the business. I learned it the hard way. So I can't let you just take from me or steal from me.
Yes. And a lot of times in this industry, I am learning in the media industry, entertainment industry. I'm learning it is, you can have a healthy, I don't even want to call it competition, but you can have a healthy challenge when you're working with people, and it can be positive. And that's where collaboration comes in, where people want to help you get advanced in your area. Like, we're in the same industry, but she doesn't look to me as a competition. She looks to me what she can grow from me. I look to her. How can I grow from her? How can I advance to learn from her? I don't get offended or get upset about this and that and stuff. I'm like, no, let's work this thing out together. Let me help you. I have a friend that he says this. He says, I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back. I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back. And we do that, because shout out to my friend, Dr. John Williams. I'm his ambassador with the Come On In Incorporation out of Colorado, where we give back to the communities and things like that. But anyway, that is so important for people to recognize that has to be a negative competition, where a lot of rappers are out here. A lot of rappers out here. And people, that are young are starting out, and then you got the older rappers, and what you're doing is you're saying, okay, I'm still in the game. I'm still doing my thing, but I'm still going to teach something from what I'm doing. I'm still going to rise up and bring somebody alongside of me and help him grow, maybe learn from the hard lessons, and that's what life's really about, just in general, not just in the entertainment business of music, but just in general. I mean, we learn from our experiences. My grandma always said, just take your stumbling block and you make them a stepping stone. So you've taken your stumbling blocks of these challenges that you face. Same with you, Charlene, and you're making stepping stones with it. That is what's so impactful. So TCAP, you're located out of...
It's Laurinburg. It's a small town. Okay. Like you would have to Google that. Look, what 15,000 people. It's that small, but at the same time, it's right outside of Fayetteville, so it's right outside of Fort Bragg area.
Oh, okay.
So that's...
And Charlene, you're located...
I'm originally from Rock Hill, South Carolina, but I live in Huntersville, North Carolina currently.
Okay, so I want to talk about you're Caucasian and you are Black. Okay? All right. And you're a male and you're a female.
Absolutely.
I want to know, let's talk about how you guys met. Okay, let's talk about, because the reason why I want to talk about the history of this is because you never know who you're going to be in the room with. I'm telling you, get yourself in the room and the room will work for you. You could just be walking in a room somewhere and we're going to talk about it, because I want to know exactly how you guys met, because of that, you making that meeting time, that sparked something and it just grew. So tell us a little bit about it.
I want to start off by saying every day that I went for coffee, I seen this guy, and he is absolutely the best barista. However you say the word.
No, you said it right, barista. That's right. The best barista.
He's the best barista Starbucks could ever have.
Thank you.
Oh, shout out to Starbucks, I guess.
Shout out to Starbucks, man.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So tell us how y'all met. What happened?
It's funny because Charlene would come in. She would come in every day, and we just would talk. But I found out later, once I'm taking my kids to Toys R Us, she works at Toys R Us. Now you're my best friend for real. Like you come get your coffee. I'm gonna come get some toys. You know, like it's like, look, man, we're gonna see each other all the time.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that I ended up moving probably around 2016. So 2017, I ended up moving from Gastonia.
Okay.
Like I was back and forth.
Yeah.
And I ended up going where I'm at now, Laurinburg. It was probably 2 years, almost 3 years. And me and Charlene just reconnected over Facebook.
Really?
Like like from day to day, like, I'm being a customer at her store. She's being a customer at my store.
Yeah.
That we reconnected. And it's like we didn't miss a day. Because that's what I meant by solid and how genuine she was. Oh, you still doing music? I'm looking into getting into this. I was like, yeah, I actually am. I'm managing my nephew right now. I was like, well, could you use a manager? Yes, I could, because that'll take a load off of me.
Yeah.
And that was it. I mean, it was like this, back and forth, no smooth selling, nothing forced, just genuine. Because she's a genuine person. So
yeah,
it's just
she is.
She's a genuine person. So
very genuine, very humble too.
Yeah. So it was smooth. It was like.
So y'all had connected at Starbucks and saw each other every single day, just chit-chatted and everything, just talking. And then a couple of years later, I guess because you had moved.
I moved. I moved away from Gastonia.
You moved from Gastonia. And so a couple of years later, y'all connected on Facebook. And then that's when you told him you were going to start getting into the music industry.
Yep.
Wow.
She was already acting.
You already did. Were you already with your?
I was already
your management company.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't start my management company until 2 years. It's almost 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
When we reconnected. She told me she was like, "Well, I'm about to start a company."
I was
smart. Look,
she was your smart.
That was
I love it.
That was
Absolutely.
it. That was
oh my
it.
gosh,
Yep.
That is so awesome. That is so cool. So tell me, what are some things that are going on with you guys now, as far as the music industry? What's going on?
Me and Charlene, like the funny thing is, even though she manages me, like that's my partner. Like because like if she has any questions or if she just like, hey, I want to do this. I seen this artist. What do you think about this artist? I became her A&R because she know I have experience in that. Mm-hmm. So I'll listen and then she say, you think I should manage this artist? Not only am I your artist, I'll help you manage that artist.
Wow.
When it comes time for it, let's have a sit down and let's keep going forward with it. So we've become more than just like manager artists. We've actually become like partners on a lot of situations and business deals.
I consider him completely partner because just of who he is and how good of our friendship is.
Mm-hmm. See, isn't that amazing when you can really work with somebody? It don't matter if you're male or female, or if it's female and female, or male and male. That's the key.
or the race. It doesn't matter.
Yes,
or
the race.
Not at all.
It doesn't matter.
You know, I have people contact me all the time. I have a lot of guys, but I do have women also. But they contact me and they ask me, you know, I want your help because I do public relations, and they're like, I want your help. You know, how can you help me? I'm like, the first thing we have to do before I even consider, we have to do this. Either we do a 15-minute interview or we do a studio time interview, which is an hour. So you have to be able to let me understand who you are and what you're about and everything. And some of them don't want to take the time to make that investment. So how do you, and the thing is, we're all growing here. We're all business people in here. So how do you determine who it is that you're willing to invest your energy and your time? Because it takes a lot of time to manage. You manage and you manage.
I was about to say, you just said it.
Yeah.
You just put it all out there. It's like you reached out, people reach out to you. You'll know who's serious and who's not. who's going to invest in themselves? You have to invest in yourself first.
That's right.
Before you get one dime from anybody else. I mean, before you even have them stream your music, you have to invest in yourself to sit there and create that music and get it out there properly.
Exactly.
So you're your biggest investment. So if people don't believe in themselves and they don't take that first step, it's going to be hard for you to take that second step if they haven't taken the first.
Yeah.
So.
And see, and that's the thing, because I'm in a lot of streams. I do a lot of things. And one of the things is I do coaching. So I help people understand what their potential is to find their purpose. Because a lot of people, they don't even, they're just kind of like tail riding on the next person, not even knowing why I'm even doing this. But I help people find out what is your potential to go back, and like you said, you've been doing this since you were a kid. You knew this was your passion, but you had a heart condition and you knew that you were ready to get out here to thrive. So what triggered you to want to you said that you were involved in the acting and stuff like that. So what was something that really pulled on you, not just to work with TCAP, but just in general, just to get in the industry of being a manager? Because you don't just manage music, you manage actors too.
Breaking news.
Okay, we got breaking
news. So I really wasn't going to do it today, but I am fixing to take on my actors, and I already know who my first one is, and I can't wait.
Okay.
Yes. But it is very timing. Everything you have to work. You do have to put the investment in yourself, and you have to have the energy to go.
Yes, you definitely have to have the energy. I know people ask me all the time, Robin, how do you do so many different things? I'm seeing down your timeline, you're doing this. You're in one city, then the next city. Well, one thing about it is I'm single, so I can do it as I want to do it, But if I had a partner, of course, I think that I would be supportive with him and he would be supportive, with me. So with that being said, with everything that you got, I want your opinion about this. So with everything that you got going on and such, what is the value, TCAP, of having somebody in your corner to support you? And would you take them serious if they would they have to show actions? Because some people will say, I support you. Yeah, I'm going to be there. But then when you go out on tour or you go out in the studio having to spend hours at a time, are they really supporting you? Are they in your inbox or something saying, why ain't you home yet? Where are you at? What are you doing?
Look, all right. So that right there can be a determining factor. Like it's you're either gonna have a strong relationship or that's gonna cause so much strain on your relationship because that person, you're meant for different paths.
Yeah.
It don't mean that they have to be in the industry or want to do music, acting, or nothing with entertainment. But if they're solid and they love you, they're gonna support you no matter what you want to do. If you want to sit here and say, look, I want to join the circus. If somebody really love you, they should be like, all right, look, I'm gonna help you with your juggling act.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a solid partner should be. So,
but do you feel that that's going to take time from what your dream is too? How do you think that should co-inherit? How should that work?
Balance. Like, look, give. Look, take and give. It's push and pull. So it's just like, okay, when you have something going on, if you need my support, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go out my way to be there because you're going out your way to support me. It should be always like, it should be selfless, not selfish.
I love it.
You know, it always has to be that. All right, I can't be selfish. This is my person.
Yeah.
This is my other half, so I'm gonna be the better half, whether we're married or not.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's how you win. That's the only way to win in a relationship.
That's right.
There's just so many self-centered people. It's kind of hard.
Well, everybody wants a piece of the pie.
Yes.
And that's true.
They don't want to help you cook it though.
They don't want to help you cook it, and they don't want to go help you serve with it.
No.
They don't want to go get the utensils.
No.
You know, they just want to sit at the table.
That's
okay, but you know what? Sometimes we got to get on and create our own table. But that's another subject for another day. But yes. I'm really, really excited to have you guys in the room and have your nephew here sitting alongside of you.
Doing what young people do. Oh, look, I don't want to interrupt you, but I wanted to say this because I knew about Charlene's heart condition. Okay. So what I have a gentleman. I call my nephew. Mm-hmm. His name is JB. He's just started. He just recently got a heart transplant.
Okay.
So he just got a heart transplant at 17. He's been waiting on the list since he was like a young child. So he just got it. But what I told him about my manager and things like that. But what I did to LT, I was like, look, the same thing I'm doing with you, you need to sit here and take him and teach him. He looks up to you. He wants to create music like you, not like me, like you wanted to. So LT takes that time with him too to help him create his craft. I said, that's only going to make you a better artist and a better person.
All right.
So
well, at this time, I would like for LT, could we let him have your headset for just a minute?
Shout out to JB, little JB.
Tell us how people can find you, LT, and on your social media platforms, and tell us what you're thinking about, you know, what your uncle's speaking about.
Cap a genius. He showed me everything that I know, honestly. For real. That's the only thing I really got to say.
Well, how can people find you on social media or listen to your music?
You can find me at LTUPTOSPWED. Find me on everything, Instagram, TikTok, you know, like young people stuff.
Yeah, young people stuff.
Yeah.
So speaking of young people stuff, before this is over with today, I'm going to find out how old you are.
See, I knew you was going to do that. That's going to be a mystery.
Yeah, we've been talking about this since I met him. We're going to take a brief break, guys. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for tuning in at 106 Live Radio here in Atlanta, Georgia, where excitement meets diversity 24/7. And that's what we're talking about today. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with T-Cap and Charlene.
I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to rep to. But now I'm back here, yeah, for your rescue. From dudes couldn't be my son, not even my nephew. Cause my IQ way above these dudes. And no, I don't love these fools. Cause they all on the song talking about what a thug would do. What rip your mug into is what a slug would do. Plus a razor, I make your face bubble too. So you best to know that before you get the yapping off and pissing the captain off. Cause I get the clapping off. No matter how I'm coming, I'm never rapping soft. I don't care if I'm talking about shopping.
Broadcasting live from Atlanta while serving the entire globe. It's the fastest growing radio on the web. It's 106liveradio.com.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Join us on the Tanasha Gray Show for Woman Empowerment with Dr. Trisella Hicklin. Tune in on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a special broadcast happening on April 14th, 21st, and 28th on 106liveradio.com.
Join Prophetess Sophia Ruffin and Prophetess Tish Shearer, sponsor of the Bridge Club crew, for the Prisoner of War in the Mind Conference at the Renaissance Concourse Atlanta Airport Hotel on June 2nd to June 4th. Are you ready for nights of networking, healing, and deliverance? Well, this is an event you don't want to miss. Call into the Bridge Club crew any Thursday from now to June 1st and be the 6th caller for your chance to win one of 2 free tickets to the event. The Prisoner of War in the Mind Conference. For more information and for ticket prices, visit powinthemind.eventbrite.com.
So my team, got all of my needs, he supplies everything.
Do you need a written game plan for your marriage? Here, you will be empowered to shed some of the heavy weight from the past. These practical tools can be implemented today. Start pursuing intimacy, effective communication, and be the interdependent mate you were designed to be. Are you ready to be vulnerable and transparent with your spouse? You will be challenged to take your relationship into the next dimension of perpetual growth. Check out Mr. and Mrs. Epic Journal, After I Say I Do, written by Drs. Jason and Tanasha Gray. Focus Forward with Robin Shockley in collaboration with the Rising Star Talent Group presents the Unity Networking Night on May 27th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Bella Vista Venue Hall in Welford, South Carolina. Come expecting entertainment, dinner, the Swift Magazine launch, along with the Professional Maximizer Awards ceremony and more. This is a night to connect and network with industry professionals and vendors.
Talent from all over will be in attendance. For more information, contact 757-218-4951 or 864-313-4964. See you there.
Do you have a business that you'd like to promote? Or maybe you just want to sponsor the show and keep the good vibes going. If you would like to, the information is up on the screen. You can find us at www.106liveradio.com or you can give us a call, 404-689-5483.
Legends never die. Long live Graves. LT. You know we're gonna keep it up to speed. Carolina, everything. It's the captain.
All right, guys. This has been such an amazing day here at 106liveradio.com in Atlanta, Georgia, with Focus Forward with Robin. Remember, if you think a thing, you believe it, you will achieve it. You can get a copy of my book, Catching the Vision to Focus Forward. It's a devotional book, 31 days for men and women. You can reach me or order my book at www.robinshockley.com. And also, I want to say thank you to TCAP and Charlene and LT for being here on the show today. If you could choose to say something to help somebody to focus forward into their purpose and into their dreams, what would you say?
Honestly, I mean, it's all in your name. If you stay focused, you can always move forward.
With me, I would just say stay motivated and stay focused, of course.
Okay, awesome. So people want to get in touch with you. Tell us your social media handles.
Easy. TCAP100 on everything.
And mine, IG, is 01SCHAR. My Facebook is Charlene Snipes. And if you're in the industry, it's actress Charlene Snipes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a fabulous, fabulous day. We're going to do a recap outside the studio in just a few minutes. But you have any shout outs you'd like to do?
Oh, of course. Thank you, Miss Robin Shockley. Focus Forward. Y'all stay tuned and 106liveradio.com. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me. It has been a pleasure, and shout out to everybody, and stay happy and stay motivated.
I love it. Stay happy and stay motivated. You heard it here, guys. This is your girl, Robin Shockley, with Focus Forward with Robin on the go. You never know where I'm going to be. I'm right here at 106liveradio.com, where diversity meets excitement 24/7. Y'all be blessed, and we'll see you next time.
This is a takeover, don't make it hostile. Overpound my squad is something you will not do. I don't care how gassed up that bride got you. The odds are impossible, you better think logical. Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building, let 'em have it, bring habit like I'm part of the mob. Pistols poppin', going robbing like it's part of my job. They say you either have hard or you starve. So I'ma go Demi with the semi like I'm part of a god. Try not to use my bars to target the stars, but I knock your lights out, disregard your charge. See, I'm rough as hell, hard to massage. My life was tough as hell, but my heart was enlarged. Don't get it twisted, still smoking like a cardinal Mars. Bottom line, you shouldn't have started my squad. Now enough with a punchline. I jump on the front line with a pump for anybody that want mine. You got one time for the gun shine, then it's over for my gun to overload. It'll overdose and leave you a Holy Ghost, holy smoke. I'm as raw as coke, and I'm ready for war. Just thought you should know, so let's go. Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said, chillin', everybody. What more can I say? It's the captain. Yeah. Legends never die. Long live Graves. LT. You know we're gonna keep it up to speed. Carolina, everything. It's the captain. Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said Cap be chillin', raps I kill 'em. What more can I say? I don't feel 'em. The poison they spittin', yeah, rise to the ceiling and it pass like gas. All through the building said, it's been a little while. I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to rep to. But now I'm back here, yeah, for your rescue. From dudes couldn't be my son, not even my nephew. Cause my IQ way above these dudes. And no, I don't love these fools. Cause they all on the song talking about what a thug would do. What work your mug into is what a slug would do. Plus a razor, I make your face bubble too. So you best to know that before you get the yapping off and pissing the captain off. Cause I get the clapping off. No matter how I'm coming, I'm never rapping soft. I don't care if I'm talking about shopping with chicks, going to the mall, copping kicks. I still stood on the block with Nicks, took those blocks and spit. No matter who I'm against, I'm as hot as it gets. I said, Cap be chillin', raps I